Everybody and his grandmother is learning Python. Python has become so much popular. Python has a big, very big, really very big. Python has a big library and it takes too much time to learn Python. But in this video, I'm going to show you how I learned Python in 15 days and how you can too. If you know any other language like Java, JavaScript, C, C++, then it's very easier for you to learn Python in 15 days like me, as I knew C language and Ruby language. So it was easier for me to learn Python in 15 days. But if you don't know any language and you even don't know about data structures and loops and selection structures, you don't know what is programming, then it's quite difficult for you to learn Python in just 15 days. After learning the Python in 15 days, by the way I followed, you will not become an expert programmer that can make famous and big softwares. But what I'm saying is that you will become enough experienced programmer that you can understand the code written in Python and you can write your own code in Python and you can create small games or small softwares that can work. And I am saying that you can also make small income through that. And just know that not everybody knows complete Python. Even the expert programmers don't know complete Python, every module and every framework. First of all, keep in your mind that you should not follow the tutorials available on YouTube. There are so many tutorials available on YouTube about Python and about many other languages. There are so much longer tutorials available. But don't learn through those tutorials. They are too much longer and they waste so much hours of trying to teach you useless things which you have no use in your entire life. So you have just 15 days for learning Python and you cannot spend hours and hours of learning useless things. So don't depend on tutorials. They teach you same thing. Every tutorial teaches you same thing. Try to practice on your own and follow the way I'm going to tell you. Actually, I learned C language through tutorials and I spent hours of learning through tutorials, and after learning through 4 to 5 video tutorials, I realized that I don't know C language. Then I tried to practice on my own. Before learning Python, you should know why are you learning Python. As most of people learn Python just based on the popularity of Python, as so much people are learning Python. But it's not good to learn based on popularity. Maybe it's suitable for people but not suitable for you. So try to investigate in Python. Some reasons of learning Python is that one reason is that it's too much easy to learn. It's just like writing English language, just a little bit difference in syntax. Second is that it has so much scope. It's general purpose. You can create websites, games, and get into data science, data analysis. You can do much through Python. And third is that you have so much job opportunities. There is a wide job opportunity range. You can get a job very easily. And another reason for learning Python is that it has so much frameworks like Django and Flask are used to create websites. And last day I created a user interaction by using Pygame module of Python. So when I selected to learn Python, I selected it because people were learning Python. It has become so much popular. That's why I started learning Python. I got into Google Trends and watched the Stack Overflow survey, and all that covered that Python is the most popular language of 2019 and 2020. I decided 2 times, and both times I found out that Python is the most popular programming language. That's why I selected Python. After learning it for 4 to 5 days, I found out that it has so much scope and it's so much fun to do. And I'm very lucky that I selected Python. So let's start our tutorial on how to learn Python in 15 days. 15 days are not too less, not too much. They are enough for learning Python. I have opened my compiler and here I'm going to show you how I learned Python in 15 days. So first of all, I started practicing on my compiler. I got a tutorial on Python's website
python.org. I got tutorial, something like basic tutorial I got, and now I'm going to practice on my own. Let's see what I'll do. I will just start practicing in C language because I know C language. Let's assume that I don't know Python language. It's my first day learning Python language. Let's write printf. Add, as you know, C language uses printf to display something on the screen. Here I'm going to display hello world program on the screen. So in C language we write then brackets and then quotes and hello world. Are semicolons necessary in Python? Here you can see in Stack Overflow, Python does not require a semicolon to terminate statement. It means it is not necessary to write semicolon at the end of every statement as it is required in C language. I actually started my Python language learning through Hello World program, as everyone does. I did it like that. What I'm doing is exactly how I learned Python. So you can see name printf is not defined, it says. It means I have to choose another thing to print. Let's go to Google and search how to print something using Python. So it says round brackets around arguments to print. I wrote print and yeehaw! It printed hello world. So let's do another thing. Search how to create a list in Python. Here you can see in Python language a list is created by placing all the items inside square brackets separated by commas. It can have any number of items and they may be of different type. A list can also have another list as an item. This is called a nested list. Let's name our list A because it's most easy, and then create a list. Let's say 0 is an element, 1 is an element, 2 is an element, 3 is an element, 4 is an element. Now I'm going to sort the numbers in order. So I should change the order. Let's change the order. 4, 3, 2, 5. Now I want to sort the numbers. So I will create another list named something like B. B is equal to, I search how to sort a list in Python. Here's another website, realpython.com. Sorted. So I have to use sorted. I use the keyword sorted and here I will put A. Now the number will be now the elements of the list A will be sorted and will become a list B. Now use the loop for how to create a loop in Python. Python for loops. This is a website W3 Schools. Let's see how they'll do this. Let's see how they create a list. A for loop is used for iterating over a sequence. So let's do it. So we have to do it this way. Have to name the variable which will print the variables in order. Let's say I. In I have to say B because I want sorted list. Let's write B. And then we can see here that it uses a colon at the end of the for statement. Unlike C language, it requires a colon at the end. for I in B, print B. No, I have to print I because it uses each element and then print it in order. Let's I 0 1 2 3 4 5. Here you can see.
And second thing you should do is to get into coding problems available on the internet. I used the coding problems on Solo Learn, so I recommend Solo Learn. Definitely check it out. Python has a very long library, so it takes a time, but in 15 days if you practice, I recommend you to learn Python every day in 15 days for 2 to 3 hours. By following my way, if you learn Python in 15 days, you can say you are a Python developer. You can understand the code written in Python, you can write your own code in Python, you can create games. Yesterday I created user interaction by using Python's Pygame module. So that was also a very fun thing to do. After learning it for 15 days, you can get into specific frameworks. Like if you want to create websites through Python, you can do Django or Flask, or there are many frameworks for Python like NumPy or Pandas. So if you have any question about my Python learning strategy, comment it down below. Definitely comment it down below. And if this video was helpful, as I hope it is, give it a thumb up and subscribe this channel for more videos. And for learning Python, your time starts now.